not normal.
Okay, well,
It's going to devolve into chaos.
Before we miss any more...
I know. Usually people have to warm up.
Yeah,
that's not what happens.
I'm just going to start rolling.
I think that's probably wise.
Okay. All right. Let's get into the wrong side of the hedge.
Okay.
All right. Welcome, Bobby Pellegrino, to the wrong side of the hedge.
I don't know why you're laughing.
Oh, we did. I'm actually really sad that we didn't catch all of what was just said. I'm gonna have to.
No, it's all right. Let's just go. I'm actually glad that 90% of it wasn't captured.
I'm not.
You know,
I'm
as far as I know, this is a blackmail, and I'm gonna be extorted the moment I walk out of here.
Is that the vibe that Andy and I give off?
Yeah.
Dude, that's badass.
I'm from New York. I've seen this scheme before.
Where people invite you to their basement.
This is not the first basement I've been lured into. There's never candy. I don't care what people say. There's just...
Can you imagine, like, do you think that Andy and I come across as, like, a couple that would groom somebody?
No. I mean, there's...
And I mean, like, grooming them to, like, you know, do something nefarious, not like groom them, like, you know, like their hair, like make their hair look.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Great distinction.
I bet we do look like that couple. Like, oh, they probably make my hair.
I mean, I expected more leather things in here, to be honest. Like, more just... You know, I thought there'd be like Game of Thrones shit everywhere in here, but it's just a lovely home. You have just a lovely home here.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you have kids. You know, you got to keep it.
It makes it lovely.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we hit all that before you came down.
Yeah. Okay. Quick, under the bed.
If you had seen like a leather cod piece, like you're like, oh, that's Andy's. Like, no. That's our dog.
And then Bobby's like, ooh, can I borrow that for just one day?
What if I just got really like deep into like codpiece stuff and I was like, is that like a J87?
Yeah.
This has been discontinued.
Like, oh my God, that's a collectible.
You don't know
if you know the model numbers and everything.
Why is it a codpiece?
Why did you... a cod piece.
A cod piece, yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys ever call your dicks cods?
Never.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, I don't have anything against it, but I haven't.
I've said fish and chips, I think.
Is that a term for that?
No, I made that up. It could be.
That sounds like.
You want to come over for? You want to come over for a nice fish and chips?
No, that's not sexy food.
You know,
I don't like that at all.
She kicked me in the fish and chips. Somebody in England is like, yeah, what's funny about that?
Yeah, right.
It's actually a
even more puckered. What? Excuse me?
I mean, I have cum wrapped in newspaper.
Wow.
That's a fish and chips.
It's like what,
you
5?
Just jizz into newspaper. Yeah. Give it to the person.
Yeah.
I think it's like 5 minutes into this conversation. Oh God!
You gotta soak up.
I can never eat that again.
Is that pleasurable to anyone involved?
Pleasurable.
Maybe.
I mean,
to do a fish and chips. You might get paper cuts down there. Is what I'd be worried about.
Yeah.
Or your dick's like silly putty in it.
Plenty of like.
Oh my God!
You know, with the cream.
Yeah, the funny pages.
Stretch it out.
Funny pages. It's got Marmaduke. Got Marmaduke on my tape.
That's how you'd say it too. Look at that. You got fucking
Why don't
Marmaduke
you come over and
there.
read Marmaduke backwards for me? You know, because it would probably. It would
Reverse
probably
backwards.
transfer backwards.
It would.
I would assume.
You know you're silly putty. That's
Yeah,
exactly
no,
what would
yeah.
happen.
People say that I am a silly putty expert.
What the fuck?
No, they don't.
Ken
They don't
Burns.
say that.
Ken Burns said that.
He zoomed in on your picture.
Yeah, I'm in an upcoming. It comes out after the American Revolution.
Okay, so make your Ken
It's
Burns
just-
face like for your picture.
Well,
you
you actually
zoomed in on
technically
it.
like Andy would just have to slowly pan on my face while I was
Oh,
like
God, That'd
crying.
be perfect.
I wish we don't have the
wish we
budget
could
for
do
camera
that.
operators, or else I would totally do
know.
that.
I know that.
You don't have a. I'm sure somebody would run the camera for free.
No one wants to hang out with us that long. Are you high? Lure them down here like
Yeah.
the camera.
You would have come into my basement, zoom on my face for like an hour and a half.
As I talk about
Well,
cum.
Bobby Pellegrino talks about his fish and chips.
Yes, I was hoping you're gonna bring it back up. I was like gonna say like we'll pay you in fish and chips.
That is some good tartar sauce you got.
Oh God! If you have tartar sauce, you gotta go to the doctor. I don't think you're
Yeah.
supposed to have chunks in that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, wait.
Hey, wait, are we on? What are we doing?
We gotta do freaking weed mail, dude. Is this? Do we have?
Do we have
I
the
didn't
remote?
charge the smoke. I don't know if it's gonna work.
you
I
have
don't
it?
even think it's even visible anymore.
Wait, do you have the remote?
No.
We just
Wow, see,
we just did all of that stone sober.
I know.
That's insane.
That's what this idea is of weed mail is. Everyone's like, does it have weed in it? No. It's like
I mean, it could.
love weed, and the ideas and things that appear in the weed mail are things from like someone who is probably stoned. Okay, so Bobby, will you please open the weed mailbox?
There you go.
Oh,
shit. Something fell out.
So
All right, we got some snacks.
that is your requested snack, which I was surprised at how lame it was. Didn't you say peanut butter crackers?
I'm from the 1920s.
Did you ration your K rations for that every year?
I
In
didn't
your
want
victory
I
garden?
didn't want any sugar.
Are you serious?
I don't know, maybe. Is that cool?
That's cool.
yeah, I mean,
that's fine.
We're
I
not
think
really.
that's
I'm
on
great.
sweet
together,
enough.
but-
you
you
are
know?
sweet enough.
Oh,
So-
you are sweet enough.
All right, one of those is for Mr. Gordon over there.
Oh yeah, I want to give
Andy,
it a hurl.
dry your mouth out with some of these.
Yeah.
I have gum.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
I
Oh,
do
and I
too.
think you got like a fine. I'm not gonna rush you because I'm getting excited, and when I get excited, I go crazy. So I'm gonna try to. What is it? Not deregulate my emotions. I don't know. And calm down so you can enjoy your peanut butter crackers and not open your envelope yet.
You will need water or some liquid
Yeah.
to eat these. Just FYI.
Our fabulous Bud Zero. Please write Meredith Gordon a huge check.
I'll sign it right over to you, friend.
Budweiser Zero. The
When
drink
you're in
of
someone's
choice for
basement.
sober dirtbags.
I don't know.
I think that has a
I
great
mean,
ring
I think
to
if you're
it.
sober, you're less of a dirt. You're not even a dirtbag at that point, right?
I'm retired from dirtbaggery.
What about
I put my 20 in.
bagging?
I got a pension. No.
I
Can
do
you
too.
still? What if you take the dirt out of it? Can you be a clean bag?
I don't
Because
know.
it's the dirt that makes that bad. Like you could just be a bag, like an old bag.
Pot kettle, just saying. Should I open this now?
Yeah. Open this now.
Listen. All right, lame snack or amazing snack? Are you gonna really tell me that peanut butter crackers?
I mean, there's a reason why they're in our house already. Like I did not have to buy these.
What is happening?
Oh boy.
It fell off. Oh no.
Oh no! Yeah, it fell apart.
All right, Bobby, if you could read once you get over like
Am I
the fact that
am I
your
doing it right?
weed mail got broken. What do you think that is?
Now I wish we could zoom in. Damn it.
Let's see. Is this accurate?
It's accurate to yours.
Is this my head? That is so fucked up.
I think you should I think you should read what's in there. Because I don't want you to feel bad. Like.
It's definitely not your head.
To Bobby.
Yep.
The one and only Bobby Pellegrino. Oh, Bobby, you lucky prick, you. Do you have any semblance of what you have in your hands? It's none other than a spare asshole. That's correct, sir. A spare fucking asshole. Maybe we should read this like Ken Burns.
Yes! Oh, yeah,
Okay, Ken
totally.
Burns.
Yes,
That's
okay,
great.
go.
Yeah.
That's correct, sir. A spare fucking asshole. Maybe you've been on spending on that expensive toilet paper that feels like a quilt on your ass. One of those quilts that Grandma made from all of Grandma's old work shirts after his soul flew to heaven.
Heaven.
This is the correct pronunciation of the word heaven. Maybe you wanted to save your money and get the cheap stuff, but we're too afraid your asshole would suffer the consequences. Well, fear no more. With your new spare asshole, you can treat your ass like, 'cause you've got another.
Wait, no, how did
You can treat...
That's not right.
My apologies, Mr. Burns.
I might have written it wrong.
Okay.
You can treat your ass like ass.
Yes!
Oh, there we go.
Because you've got another, which looks just like the first one, waiting in the wings. Enjoy. Us at Stony Crafts. Robert Pellegrino, 3rd Infantry, Antietam.
That was great.
Oh, God. Doesn't that look just like your asshole?
I
So
mean,
now you can use all the cheap paper that you want.
I have been eating a lot of hot dogs, and
Oh, God.
that is fairly accurate. But you did ask me to send you a picture beforehand. Mysteriously. Which I
was so fast. Like, I asked and it was there. It was like,
yeah, I mean,
so quick.
I already had it.
I already
I knew you would.
And just was like, all right.
That
That was like the 3rd asshole picture I sent that day.
It's a very common thing to have on your
I
phone.
was just like, making it rain.
I was letting everybody read Marmaduke for fucking weeks. Yes, I finished a nice fish and chip session. And I was like, this putty ain't so silly anymore, is it?
Oh my God.
The putty's like, no. No. Please, no.
This silly putty got serious real quick.
This is now serious putty.
Oh my God.
Wow.
my God.
We went on a journey.
I told you this shit was gonna happen.
There was
Yeah.
something in those peanut butter crackers.
Oh my God.
Holy
This is
shit.
just anytime Bobby and I talk, it just devolves into insanity.
Yeah, we're on some kind of, I don't know, wavelength.
I don't know if it's good or bad or indifferent. I don't know what it is, but
It's
it is
fun.
a wavelength.
It's fun.
All right, I have some real freaking questions though.
Okay.
So you have done something that I've only done once, but you actually did it for like years.
Made
which
a
was...
fake asshole. Which I have like, this just implies I have like a whole collection of fake assholes. This one's Abraham Lincoln. I reconstructed it down in Manchester, Vermont, at the Lincoln Estate. They have a model.
A model?
Yeah. It looks worse than his head, honestly.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh.
It was the second least disgusting hole.
Oh my god.
Was actually on his head.
Yes, actually.
I mean, they didn't even know what fiber was. They were like, fiber?
Oh my god. You can have a whole museum.
We only eat meat. And it's gotta be pickled. Otherwise, Jesus.
Oh wow.
Okay.
This is a
Okay,
sketch
sorry.
or
This is a
something.
serious
God.
moment.
This is like there's something
Andy,
there.
this is serious.
I'm sorry. Yes,
Thesaurus.
it's serious.
Okay, now just like imagine you having this asshole museum that instead of death masks, it's like castings of like these people's assholes, and you have a pointer, and you're like, this is when the fiber started to kick into the diet.
Yeah.
The asshole's getting nicer and nicer. Like, and now we've reached the porn section where you can see that the women started to wax and bleach and.
Oof.
Wow. Yeah. That's episode 2 right there.
Oh my god. We can tell by this from this asshole that this woman had 5 children and oh my god. Okay. What the hey?
Another serious head.
Alright, let me get this shit out before we go on another tangent. You have actually done comedy in New York, which I've only done one time. And it was terrifying to me because I have only done comedy here in Vermont. Like, what would you say are the biggest differences between, like, doing comedy in a big city like that versus, like, small, sorry, I burped into the Yeti dick, small town USA?
Everyone's meaner.
Yeah. I'm walking
Everyone's
here.
meaner.
I'm walking
Everybody wants to kill you, and there's no picnics. Like, this is a pretty,
That's right.
pretty unique place.
That's true. Yeah, we have a comedian picnic. That's true.
I don't know. That's where I started when I was a young man. I had a different name back then, a different life,
Right.
different set of wife and kids, and
I was like,
Oh, we're getting deep
and
here.
then I changed my name and
and
moved
here's what my
here.
asshole looked like at
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah, that's early on in the thing, and I don't know. It's not that people are people everywhere,
Right.
you know. I just think like New Yorkers are a special type of thing that's like entertain me,
Yes.
you know. And
'Cause
I
they have
still
so
like
much.
I was like I don't know. It's really hard. It's hard down there, but yeah, I mean, you're funny everywhere you go. So I wouldn't like if you want to do it, you can do it. You don't want to do it there?
No, it's too scary.
Why
Like,
is it scary?
I don't know, because it's like New York. It's just, it seems so.
Have you ever?
legit.
How many times have you been to New York?
I've been a bunch of times to visit.
Yeah,
'Cause I
so
have
you
family
survived.
I did survive.
I mean,
I
one thing
did.
that's cool there is like everybody's so miserable that they kind of have to be funny, or it would just be like just some kind of like mass suicide all the time. It's such a nightmare there. Like, but here it's like I don't know. It's like I'm surprised people are funny. It's like, what do you got to be angry about? There's like a bunch of pretty birds. There's so many pretty birds in the yard today. This goddamn robin is staring at me. Fucking hate a robin. Stupid red breast walking around.
Red breast.
Like it owns the place.
Yes.
Blue jay, maybe blow jay, okay? You dick. I literally had that walk. I literally had that thought. I was like, oh wow, like I love doing stand up if I ever want to like actually do stand up. I need to leave here. It's like too nice. It's like goddamn river, you can see the bottom. I don't want to see where I'm swimming. It's disgusting.
That's actually interesting though, like the perspective of like someone who's done comedy in a big urban environment.
Yeah, and
New
you
York City.
started there. Like, That is the thing that amazes me, is that people start there, because the idea of going up at an open mic in a big city, to me, is terrifying. I can't. What was that like? What was your first open mic like?
I know exactly what it's like, and I don't want to talk about it.
Oh no!
I just remember my jokes, and I was like, those were not good jokes, you know?
Why weren't they good?
Because they weren't good.
Was it the subject matter, or just you hadn't learned how to craft them yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 20 years old and drunk.
You were so...
I was already a drunk. I had that down. I had being an alcoholic down when I was 20. Actually, I had it down when I was in high school. I was like scouted to be best alcoholics of all time. You know.
Wow. Where is that Hall of Fame? Is it in Cooperstown?
I think it's somewhere in New Jersey.
That actually seems right. No offense, offense, but it seems right to me.
It's like in a park with a bunch of spray paint around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Accurate.
But yeah, no, I don't know.
But is it something that you always wanted to do, and you're like, okay, now I'm gonna?
Yeah, I think it's weird because I never like people would be like, hey, have you heard this song? And be like, what? You know, because like I just listened to like. I just watched like Weird Al had this like best of like music video thing. It was on cassette. I would watch that like.
What did it have? Harvey the Wonder Hamster on it?
No, it had like Eat It.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it had like a surgeon.
Oh, what's? Oh
like
no, I don't know that one.
Surgeon. Cutting for the very first time.
Oh, I love.
Yes, nice.
Like I would watch stuff like that all the time. I would watch Monty Python, and like now I like watch Monty Python. I'm like, I had no idea what they're talking about. Like they're like talking about like literature and like deep philosophical like thoughts, and I'm like, this is great. I don't know why.
I know.
You know, but like all that stuff, like SNL. You know, we were kids. It was like golden era.
Yes,
I think
it was awesome.
Yeah. Sorry to all current cast members, but you know. Chris Farley.
Oh God, I love Bill Hader, obviously.
Yeah, totally.
I had the same thing with Monty Python, where I thought it was all highbrow, and I got in trouble because I didn't understand a lot of what they said. But my dad was a really big fan, and I wanted to like impress him that I had memorized one of their songs.
Yeah.
And I was this little Mormon girl, and my friend Georgia and I used to listen to the albums, like the vinyl, at her house, and we memorized "Sit on My Face."
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be that one, or isn't it awfully nice to have a penis?
A penis, yes. Which Andy and I love singing. Yep. We love singing.
Oh, that's right.
One.
You guys did cover it. I saw the cover.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was like, awesome.
Yep.
It's amazing.
That's all Meredith, though.
We were going out to like get ready to go to church, and I didn't know anything about like 69ing. I didn't know what that meant, and I was just
that's
like,
right.
Life can be fine if we both 69.
This is a pretty song.
Yeah. And my dad's like, don't sing that. And I'm like, why? And I still remember the way he said it. His face is all red, and he's like, it's about oral sex. And I was like, oral? Why is he saying it like that?
Yeah.
It's about oral sex.
Like in your ear?
Yeah, and again, I was just like, I don't know what that is, but he's mad, so it can't be good. Oh, man. It sounds like we had really similar, like, influences growing up.
Yeah, weird stuff. Those were a couple of weirdos. Just different flavor of weirdo, you know?
So was your, like,
You're all in black and I'm all in white.
Oh, man, does that mean I'm more badass than you?
I don't know. I got too many buttons open here. Flashing everybody.
I don't know. I think too many buttons are buttons.
I don't think like you have too many buttons. I think you should have less. I
if I had
Andy
a nickel, you know.
Should I go shirtless?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Like
comedy movies with my friends. Just talking comedy movies with my friends.
Were you a funny kid growing up? Like when you were little? Oh my God, what kind of kid were you when you were tiny? Were you shy?
I had a theater kid, probably.
Oh,
I'm supposed to be a theater kid, but like athlete also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did you play?
I played like everything. I was like a pretty good athlete.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is something I don't understand at all.
Yeah, I mean, it really made the head injury worse. The head injury I got on the swing set in 2nd grade. Obvious. No one's surprised when I say that. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you definitely hit your head pretty hard a few times, maybe, you know?
In the serial killer place.
Yeah.
The place where serial killers hit their heads.
I hope not.
I mean, have you killed anyone?
No, just with my jokes.
Oh.
just my jokes.
Ching.
No, I have not. Yeah, so I don't know. I have I think this sums it up. I found like a home movie, probably like 5 years old. I'm wearing like bright striped shorts and a blue blazer. No shirt.
Oh God, this is so cute.
And then I'm standing on the roof of my mom's car, and she's filming me, and she's like, "Get off the car," and I'm like, "Why?" And then fall off the car in the video.
And you got a little blazer on.
Yeah. Yeah, I also used to do
God.
when I was like that age, I would do like an Elvis impression.
Are you serious?
I swear. I'm not just saying
I know.
that.
I'm like so excited.
Yeah.
Do you still do it?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Mom. Yeah, I guess I can still do it. I still got it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Well, you guys can see me in Dune soon. I'm not gonna lose my accent. I'm just gonna be Fade Harkonnen, just talking like Elvis.
I love how Bobby's like, I still got it.
I still got it.
I used to do Cruella de Vil.
Oh my God.
It's so niche.
I
It
love
is, yeah.
101 Dalmatians.
Okay, it's Cruella de Vil.
I'm so excited.
Cruella de Vil. Driving.
Oh my God! I know when her eyes are spiraling.
Oh my God.
Yes, I know.
Meredith is so charged right now. Oh. Yeah.
Do you remember the guy? The guy's like goes off the road. He's like, "Crazy woman driver." Crazy woman driver.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh God, that was amazing.
And that was all before I hit the head.
Is that what you lost? Like,
Yeah.
That was all that you kept right there
Yeah,
from that
yeah.
whole period with
Yeah.
those 2 impressions.
That's all I got. I mean,
Oh my God.
I could never do any other. What impressions do you do?
Oh my God, I'm not good at any of them. I've been working on.
Columbo, I hear.
I want to do that one so bad. I love that you and I were fighting over that joke.
No, I'm happy to help. I was just like excited to talk about Columbo. You guys would not be shocked about how often I'm walking around through the day like, hey, do you want to talk about Columbo? And people are like, no, I only want to talk about The Princess Bride. I'm like, that's not even his best role. He was Columbo.
Everyone
wait,
brings
okay,
up out. Yeah.
Wait, Bobby, can we say how this Columbo thing got started?
Yes, please.
I think you said, that you wanted to do a bit where Columbo was going down on you.
Yes, and it's only because I sent you the picture of Columbo and I said, here's something for your
That's
spank
true.
bank.
Did happen. Wait. Yeah, you did do that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was accurate.
And then you were making me laugh because I said, I can't imagine, I can't imagine having a sexual relationship with this man. And I said, I feel bad saying it, but he would have to, close his eyes. And you were like, I think actually the eye would be the thing that does it for me.
What the fuck?
Well, that's why they call it a stiff one eye.
Yes.
I just got
my
canceled.
God.
I think I just got canceled.
I did too, though. I did too.
think
I wasn't saying
We've all been
anything nice.
canceled. We're already canceled.
Oh my God. I only feel that way about Peter Falk. That's the only person.
All right, Mrs. Gordon.
Oh God.
Here we go.
Now, just curious, Mrs. Gordon. You've got the two labia there, and you got the clit up here. Is that right? Is that right, Mrs. Gordon?
That's so good.
So, on the night in question, where exactly was Peter Falk's face?
And then the music, whatever the music
Oh
is.
my God.
Now,
more
Mrs.
question.
Gordon, one mistake. I didn't say that he went down on you.
Oh God.
So you guys want to talk about Columbo?
Oh God.
I think
we
Meredith.
say too? We said that his dick would look like smoke like a cigar, and it would smell like a bassinet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
imagine Columbo on top of you. He would stink.
Oh.
Columbo
No.
definitely stunk.
Oh
He-
my God, yeah.
He was always drunk, and he smoked too many cigars.
And
I
it was
think,
in
which
the
is like
70s
one.
too.
Yeah.
Where no
Yeah.
one used deodorant.
Yeah. Or if they did, it was like, I've got the smelliest musk deodorant.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. It was just covered up with cologne and other.
Yeah, like
ass.
Sex Panther and Anchorman.
Yes.
That's like,
Did you ever use any of that stuff when you were out on the prowl as like a young buck?
I'm like, this is the first year I've ever been single in my entire life.
Are you using it now? Are you like spraying yourself with Axe body spray?
I mean, yeah, I layer it. So I go like Axe, Old Spice, and then
Oh my God.
like I'd get one of those the black ice, specific black ice pine tree air fresheners, and I keep that in my pocket.
Has it attracted anyone yet?
I think it's repulsed them. Which when I look like you look like this, I mean you need that. You need
I
that.
think your mustache used to be longer. It just got singed
Yeah.
on the edges.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a tip. And I don't know if this is effective or not, but I wear women's body
Oh yeah,
spray.
this is
because
Andy's
if
like
they
tip.
like to smell like that, you know, if they like the scent enough to put it on their body, the theory is that they would like to smell on other people.
You're married, sir. Your wife is right here.
We are very open about all of that.
I'm starting to think this basement stuff is suspicious.
We have actually lured you down here to molest you.
Oh my God. Okay, so you went to your first open mic. You were drunk. Do you actually remember any of it?
Yeah.
Okay, and did you get a laugh? Did you?
Yeah, I did fine.
Oh,
but, like,
so it was a success.
yeah. You know, there were. It's still like I think about like one joke, and I'm like, I can't believe I said that in front of people. I mean, not that it was like.
Do you remember any of them?
I remember. I'm not saying. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, anything. It was just bad. Like, and I don't want to repeat it. I can repeat it later.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was-
off the camera.
I mean, it wasn't like, and I don't want anyone to think it was like, you know, anything hateful or anything like
Yes,
that.
yes.
It was just like,
embarrassing.
it's just embarrassing. It's just so
yeah.
embarrassing. Yeah. Yeah. So no, I know. I mean, I did that on and off for a number of years, and then I, you know, started to do like showcases a little bit, and you know, I was still a drunk. That was like the big problem. Like
God.
being drunk all the time. But like I did find, I mean, I found videos of me at 25, and I was like, oh, those are some good jokes. Like, and I've stolen some of them from myself now, because I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. But I would say the F word a lot, you know, and like
Yeah.
I grew up like not thinking of this like necessarily as art as business. Like, I grew up watching Insomniac, like a lot of people our age cohort did, and I was like, it's a party, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm an idiot. I'm 20-something-year-old idiot. I hung out with idiots who were older than me, most of them. And, you know, so then I had to get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I spent 10 years living in a cabin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Where? Where was it?
In Vermont.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just like hanging out up there like Dick Prenicky like style?
Just like, you know, petting squirrels, yelling at birds, creeping out neighborhood kids. Yeah, stay away from that guy's house. A lone weirdo up there, you know.
Yeah,
I liken it to like I feel like now that I've returned to comedy, and I like tried to do a joke about this, but I can't figure it out. But like I feel like, have you ever watched like a movie, like an action movie, and the guy's like chopping wood in a cabin, and like then some guy shows up and is like, "We need you to come back, Frank."
Yes.
And it's like,
Yes.
"I'm not telling another dick joke, Larry.
Yeah, yes.
Not since I bombed over in Topeka, Kansas. I can't come back." And then they're like, "It's Jerry. He's dying on stage. You gotta get out there.
Yeah.
We need you." No one did that. No one wanted
You
me.
have like a mic
No one wanted me to
over
come
the
back.
fire.
Nobody. Most people don't like that I'm back. It's just
No, come on.
Not true.
yeah.
Because I saw you like right when you were coming back. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's so awesome.
I really don't believe that.
I booked you like right away. I was
Yeah.
so excited.
Oh, that's true. You did book me
Yeah.
early. Yeah, thank you.
I've seen you
Yeah.
2 or 3 times, and every time I've laughed my ass off. So
Well, let me let you in on a little secret. Sometimes it doesn't go good.
well, yeah. I mean,
Sometimes
Do you
you
have
get
any,
off
like,
stage
good
and there people are like, "Way to plow through it," and you're like, "Yep."
Do you have any good like bomb stories?
Oh my God! So huge booker in New England. My friend got me like a little guest spot in front of this showcase, like 150, 200 people, and like I don't know what I was thinking. I was like I was still figuring out my new identity. Okay.
Yeah.
and so then I like do the show, and I am getting nothing.
Oh God.
I'm like trying to do stuff, and I'm going really fast, and like it's bad when you're like,
Oh God.
this is when time goes away.
yeah.
Time is definitely like so present. You know what I
Yes.
mean? You're like detention. You're
You
like
can hear
in
your
the time.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time feels like time in detention where you're like, I gotta get out of here. Let me out of here.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that was a long 7 minutes. And I was like, see you
Oh
later.
God.
But I was like, the stakes couldn't have been higher. So that was cool. I mean, that really could have made me. I could be getting paid work right now.
Yeah.
Good paid work. But, I'll be at a bar in the Upper Valley next week. So,
Yep.
What is the weirdest venue that you've ever done a show at? Because anywhere you can stick a stool, they can put us. Like.
ooh, it's been a while. I have to run through the database on that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The database.
Should have let you know about that one.
Yeah. Like,
I think I did a show at it was actually pretty badass. It was like at this like chocolate shop, and there was a huge like stuffed vagina in the corner that people were walking in and out of. It was like this like feminine night or something, like feminist night or something.
Yeah.
And they had us on like a little apple barrel, like an apple crate, like standing up, and it was very teetery. I'm like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever
yeah, that
done.
sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if they can shove us in any corner,
Yeah.
it's like the easiest show for someone to have.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just not a good idea.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I think with time, you try to avoid those ones. With
You're like,
time,
I
you're
know
like,
that
I
room.
don't need attention that bad.
But remember the like when you're like first starting out and you're just like I'm gonna get every stage time. Like,
Yeah.
I still kind of can feel like that.
I still feel like
Yeah,
that.
you're just like everything is new to me still.
Yeah, it's like a curse. It's like a curse. It's like, oh, your creative stuff can only be done at night in front of people that want to hear it.
Yes,
Which is like nobody. And and you
one
know,
person.
like you're gonna have to pay a lot of money, you know. Like,
Yes. So
like I
much
just
gas.
did 2 festivals, and I am like, well, it
Oh,
was
yeah,
nice
how
owning a
was
house. I guess that 10 minutes of stage time really, 6 acres, 10 minutes of stage time, it's the same.
Yeah.
But it is though. In our brains, like it is the same
Yeah.
for some reason.
I don't know. I mean,
Because you
gotta
have to.
fun. You have to. It's
Yeah.
fun.
You have to. Like, what is your writing process like? Because I know, like, all of us that are what we do, like, we have day jobs, and so
Yeah.
you can only commit so much time.
It's like talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm driving around, I write down like ideas, and trying to be disciplined is kind of like the hardest thing lately for me. What works is like I changed up my receptacle, my idea receptacle a little bit.
What's that?
Oh.
Your idea receptacle?
Yeah.
What is that?
So it's like that actually is very poetic.
I know. Like, I want to know. I want to know what it is.
It's
Your
like
brain.
a notebook.
Okay.
Yeah. So like now I'm using like sketchbooks because my brain, my brain is so ADD that like when I start down like a thread of something like and another idea pops out, I can like put it on the side.
Oh, you're
So
like
it
a
looks
margin
totally
writing.
insane.
Oh my
But
God, I would
to
love
me it
to
makes
see
sense,
it.
No, somebody recently read it and was like, "Are you okay?" And
Yeah,
I
like, that's what I love that though, because I've seen some comedians that are so meticulous, like everything is in their best handwriting,
Yeah.
and that's their ideas
Yeah.
journal. They're just like putting sand in the sandbox with that journal, and it's like really, really meticulous.
I have to like slow my handwriting down.
Yeah.
So that tracks with me. And I've been doing that, writing slower instead of like, I got to get this over with.
Right.
And I have to do it like, because the only time in my schedule now is like 10 o'clock at night
Oh God.
when it's dark, trying not to watch TV, which is easy these days.
Yeah.
I don't really want to know what's going on.
Yep.
I
Agreed.
feel like that's a bad thing, but like also it's like I just feel powerless.
Yeah. I'd rather not feel more that way.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, that's it. That's kind of my process. And, like, just, like, like talking with somebody like you, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, you get my subconscious,
Yeah, it's
like, I
really
can just
creepy.
flow.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I got to write that down,
Are you going to write down anything from tonight? Like, was this
I don't have to.
helpful?
We filmed it.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of extra work.
It's already documented.
Work. Here's advice, kids. Work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
A lot of assholes say that to you in your life.
I do
Let
have
me
a
just
question.
tell you. Okay.
Now,
All right.
Bobby, when you I could ask this of any comedian, but since we're talking about like documenting, journaling jokes or whatever, I'm not a comedian, so I'm just curious. Do you write like a punchline, or do you write like a premise, or one word, or a combination of all of those things? Like, what do you find that you're writing in the journal to retain the joke?
I think I have the premise, and then like just keep writing, and then it comes out. And sometimes it's just like I like wordplay, or like a silly phrase, like a.
I
even,
love your jokes like that.
Yeah, and so like I just like. I don't know. Then you got to try and set it up, and I'm like, how do I get into it?
Mm-hmm.
How do I get to that?
Yeah. So it's
You
like
find
writing
out.
backwards, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
guess. You're writing the ending perhaps first, and then you're trying to figure out how to get up to that.
I really wish I was more intentional, but like I actually don't. Like I have like a serious career. That's so it's like
Yeah.
it's so hard right now.
Yeah.
If I wish I
Yeah.
was like 24, it's like I'm 39. I currently have 2 living situations. I have 2 careers. I have a dog and no partner, so it's like really hard. And I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you know, but like I wish I had the kind of life where I could just like get up. Great book. Anybody that wants to do anything creative, called The War of Art, and somebody also pointed out to me it's kind of based on another book. I read that book too, but that name is escaping me. But that is like kind of like how I wish I could set my life up, because like I don't know, I do love this, and hopefully could get really good at it. But like having like a process, like you sit down at a desk and you write every day, like it's your job, and kill even the ideas you love and just keep writing until you get something good. So hopefully I can get to that place. So right now we'll just keep it mediocre for a while.
Yeah.
But it is tough.
Yeah.
Do you find like your moods can like really affect like your ability to write?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's going on.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I was traveling a bunch the past couple of weeks and like really inspiring. That's the other part too, that you were talking about New York.
Yeah.
Is like I find when I'm around a lot of people, I'm inspired because they're annoying.
Yes.
Like I was
Yes.
just in Jersey City, and I was
Totally.
like, oh, that's a good idea. That guy sucks. That guy's a good idea. I hate you, lady. You are one of those, aren't you? But like here, you're like on a dirt road, and you're like walking your dog, and you're like, nothing is annoying me. What is going on?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to be funny if it's too peaceful? So.
I don't even know where you could go here to like fix that.
Yeah.
Because you've had New York life, so like even Burlington, you're gonna be like, well, it doesn't smell like urine all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I see a bunch of people giving out free food. You jerks.
Right.
Right here, pal.
But see, right there though is like, to me, like it seems like that's a seed to a joke. Perhaps.
I've been trying to figure it out. I mean, I
think
can
it's
talk
great.
about it, but I
Yeah.
can't figure out how to be like, here's how I tell an audience about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And do you enjoy that puzzle, or does it overly frustrate you of like having an idea and like trying your best to get it to where it's gonna work?
What the problem is that it gets lost sometimes, because you're like, because it's right, like if you have me on your show, like I'm not gonna like do a bunch of like new ideas that work that don't work necessarily.
Right.
Like
Right.
yeah, Meredith booked me, I'm just gonna go stink it up, just try a bunch of stuff because I believe in myself that much, because I'm a total narcissist comedian. And no, so it's like you gotta like you do that, and then like you're like, okay, well I have all these other ideas. I mean, I don't even know how to sort through all of the stuff. It would be like a full-time job. I don't know if that's your experience, but
Oh my god. I think that is like the hardest thing is like, you only have so much time to go out there. And so you're like, if I'm in a show, exactly, I don't have time to do new material because I don't want to suck. And so then you're like, but I only get one night out a week because I have kids. So it's like, how am I going to come up with new material? If your one night out is like, thankfully, I mean, that's a nice thing if you get booked. It's super, super nice. Like, it always is great that someone thinks of you for a show. But I think like if you have a really stressful job, or I've talked to so many comedians that just don't live close to Burlington, so it's a haul for them to leave their day job and then come to Burlington or come to any of the open mics anywhere in the state. So it's just hard here, like to commit time to it, because even drive time can be an issue.
Yeah, I mean, between work, because I have a dog, to do a show is pretty much 2 hours of driving. If it's just even Burlington open mic, it's like I gotta drive to work, and then I got to drive home from work, and then I got to drive back to Burlington, and then I got to drive home from Burlington.
Oh my God, that's so much.
Yeah.
And it's so expensive.
Yeah.
That is just so crazy. And there's no open mics for you anywhere.
I mean, like I don't know. I'm thinking about starting them, but like I don't think anyone would come because people would be like, "It's too far."
It's too far.
I'm like, okay.
Oh my God.
And then like some of the Central Vermont comedians. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you're not that good. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Plenty of funny Central Vermont comedians.
You're gonna start a war.
I know.
Down here.
I know. Shout out Joe Horn, funny guy.
Yeah. Okay, so this is another thing. Have you produced comedy shows before? Like, if this is your first time doing it, aren't you just starting one now?
Yeah.
And is that terrifying, or how does that feel producing a show?
Oh, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to produce shows, but like, there's like so many, there's so many places that could use a show. So I don't know. I'm just going to try and produce them in a lot of different smaller towns and places in Vermont that don't necessarily get comedy. Also give people, in our community, like, and greater New England, like a place to do a show because stage time is so short. And I think we've all done the circuit quite a bit, So it's just like, I don't know. And then it's like we were talking about, like, right? Like, it's like you have to, it's like, it would be like if you loved painting, but you could only paint in certain places at certain designated times.
Yes.
And it's like, well, I can wait around to paint, or I can create more times that I can go paint.
Yes.
Yep.
And so then you have to do all this like admin work, which is a nightmare.
I know, which we are not set up for.
And make sure like people show up.
Yes.
Which I don't know if they're coming. I don't know. This guy just had a club. Like, I hope your people come.
Oh my God.
It's a club.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And unfortunately, it's like all the local comedians are all at a thing that day.
Oh, no.
That's why I asked you. I was like, are you going to that thing? And you were like, no. And I'm like, do you want to do a show? And you were like, no. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to get people from Massachusetts to do my local show.
Oh, God.
Because
that was right too when you asked me, and I was like, oh, I can't do shows anymore.
Yeah.
It's like the day I decided.
Damn it. The bank gave me less money.
Oh, no.
I was like, Meredith Gordon, she backed out. And they're like,
they would give
listen,
you more
kid,
money not to have.
we're only going to give you $2,500. And we're going to send you on your way.
Oh, my God. I wish the world was like that, where everyone talked like that.
I did not take a loan out to produce this comedy show.
Oh, God. I'm just, like, imagining you coming in with your pockets inside out, like, come on, man. You got to give me some money. Come on.
Come on, everybody. Come on down to the Eagles Club. It's going to be the bee's knees. See? We're going to have actual eagles. We're going to have them in cages with little eagle bras.
Eagle bras.
We'll make them do a little eagle dance. And then we're all going to take our hats off and we're going to sing the Star Spangled Banner. We're going to throw dollars at the Eagles.
Dollars.
And we're not going to throw paper dollars. We're going to throw silver dollars.
Oh, Jesus.
Because fucking eagle, I like fish.
Okay. What the fuck?
I'm pro poison.
You're
my
saying
God.
that the Eagles are little bras and they were dancing.
These are going to be some sexy eagles, folks.
Yeah.
Come on out. We're going to have the sexiest eagles in Vermont. Screw those eagles down at Vin's. They suck.
They are no talent
Yeah.
acts.
Those eagles are past their prime.
One of them got hit by a goddamn car, and it's blind in one eye.
Yeah.
What kind of
That's
eagle is that?
Those are a bunch of day shift eagles, if you know what I'm talking about.
Shift eagles, yes. Wow.
Oh my god. That's like the thing that makes me laugh so hard is like when
So you put the eagle in a cage and you put a tiny bra on the eagle.
Can you imagine the eagle is like doing all this sexy dance, but the head is still very much like a wild eagle, and it's just like,
What the fuck?
I think I did have that nightmare. I think I did. Like, that's something you, like, take to a shaman. Like, what does this mean? I'm sitting there, I'm rubbing one out to this sexy eagle, and then it makes all these weird eagle noises. What does that mean? Anyway,
Oh my
what Meredith and I were trying to say is that this show I'm producing is at an Eagles club.
There we go.
If I could,
Wow.
if I could translate it.
Oh my god.
And there'll be no raptors in cages.
oh, sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
Unless you want that, then we can happen. Okay, I am.
I kind of want that now.
Yeah, I am. Kind of. I'm in the business of making people happy. All right, you want
Okay. Oh my god.
you want eagles with boobs.
I can't imagine someone being this fucking depraved. I'm in the business of making people happy, okay? You want eagles with tits? I'll get you eagles with tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you? There is like you were like I'm like I know people like that. That's why I
They
moved to
can get
Vermont.
you eagles with tits?
Fuck yeah.
Have them in a Rolodex.
You just buy them under a bridge somewhere. No, this is horrible. None of this is true.
Sounds about
None
right.
of this is true.
Like, let me guess, you want eagles with tits? Everybody wants them
Yeah.
now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. She was the greatest eagle in the world. We've had him everywhere. It's from The Godfather.
We just saw that for the first time.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We watched that in school once a week.
You serious? It was like,
Yeah.
Historic,
Put it
I guess.
on.
Yeah.
Andy, what did you think of The Godfather?
Well, you know, it's like we saw it out of order. So, you know, The Godfather
Yes,
set
we
up
did.
all of this like cinematic this and that, you know, styles and whatever. But we saw it too late. So we had already seen other filmmakers be inspired by it and do it better.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So that's
did
what
you
happened.
watch the big mashup one, or did you watch them individually as individual films?
We watched the we
Peanut butter
watched
crackers.
The first one.
Yeah.
Alone.
Polly, want a cracker? We'll have crackers for the Eagles. I just say,
Oh, yeah. There we go.
it's just, I'm hot, sick and sweet, from a beak to my feet. If I kill Meredith Gordon, the
Oh
world will
my
never forgive
God.
me. Please
Drink
stop.
some water there, Mary.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Don't choke.
God. Why did I eat this freaking cracker?
I know.
Okay, what were we talking about?
I don't.
We're
The
talking about The
Godfather.
Godfather.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
We only saw
whatever.
the first one.
You only
like,
saw the first
standalone.
one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The OG.
Are you gonna defriend us now?
No. No, I'm happy you watched
Goodfellas,
it.
and it's like one of my favorite movies. And
Yeah,
so I
very
was like-
different, very different movie.
and then I was like, oh, like.
So you haven't seen part 2 yet?
Mm-mm.
Part 2 is, I think I lean part 2.
Mm.
But can I admit something?
Go
I
for it.
really wanted his other wife to live, and Diane Keaton to. She annoyed
So did he.
the crap.
So did he.
I
He was
love
like,
his other
I've got
wife.
this really cool, attractive Sicilian woman, or this idiot from Connecticut
Right.
that won't stop complaining, but that she likes the checks.
Yeah.
She's so annoying.
Yeah.
I was like, am I supposed to like her? Like, I didn't like her, and I thought his other wife was so sweet and cute. How she wanted to show him
Monday,
how she could
Tuesday,
drive the
Wednesday,
car.
Friday. It's very famous.
Oh God, I loved her so much. And then
Oh.
when the car exploded, I was not happy
Yeah.
because Diane Keaton was still alive.
Yeah.
I didn't like her at all.
Well,
in
you
that
were
movie.
hoping for another baby boom. You know what I mean? Filmed in Vermont,
Filmed in
Yeah,
Vermont,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
down in
Diane
Bennington,
Keaton. Oh,
which
really?
is that's called the Rome of Vermont.
That's the Rome. Do they have like a coliseum where they slaughter people?
They fight each other a lot in the streets. That is true about Bennington. No, Bennington's cute. Bennington, underrated town. Everybody, I just want to throw that out there.
Andy, do you agree? You've been all over the state.
I don't think I have ever considered Bennington part of Vermont. It's so far down south that
It is a little New Yorky.
But that's
Oh
just
God, are you two gonna get into
Albany.
fisticuffs?
no. I
now?
mean, that's just the Vermonter, native Vermonter bullshit that I'm just vomiting out of my mouth right now.
I'm trying to think if you guys actually got in a fist fight, like what that would look like.
I know I would probably just
I don't even know.
look for my blood pressure medication and
Bobby, you kind of seem like you would be like a badass, like bare knuckle fighter.
yeah, I
Like-
cry a lot. That's true.
I mean,
That's
I
true
would not
about
win.
me.
Look at my arms. It's like
Yeah, but Andy, you can be nimble. Like Bobby, would you say that you're nimble on your toes?
I've, nimble, ninja-like. I mean, that's just what people say. But, I mean, I get around.
yeah.
Do I feel nimble? I mean, people say I am, but do I feel it?
Me?
You.
What do I think?
Yeah, do you feel nimble?
Ho,
Watch this
ho,
skinny dick,
ho,
motherfucker.
ho, 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 ho,
What'd you think
ho.
of that? You didn't even see that coming.
Just like blew my hair back. Like, look.
Yeah,
this
I mean, you
hairline
had
used to be
hair on the
tiny.
sides. I just cut it off.
Think what I could do with a crotch.
I'm
Oh! Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hey, there you go.
You're the only guy who all these women
Booyah.
stand up and you just do that, and it all falls off.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot
The
easier.
only
What
pain-free
falls out?
Brazilian.
The pubes.
The pubes. The things on your asshole. The
Yeah.
little curlies.
Yeah, they call me the Brazilian kid for that reason. But I don't know who calls me that, but I've definitely heard it before.
You
Yeah.
could hope. You could hope for that.
Yeah,
Andy, what time do we have?
Actually, comedy aside, I mean, comedy is one of my dreams. The
Oh.
other dream is to be a scissorless pube stylist. I would just use chopsticks. But like,
A scissorless pube stylist.
but just like really fast with the chopsticks. Like Edward Scissorhands, but Edward Chopstick
Yeah.
hands. Okay, just be like,
That would hurt so bad. That would hurt so bad.
I can't hurt worse than waxing.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's like
yes.
I just had my
individual.
back waxed.
Did
Are you
you really?
serious?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, ow.
yeah. It
Oh
was
my
like my
God.
back gets so hairy that it's like in the winter when I take a shower, it's like someone throws a cold blanket on me.
Oh,
No, that's really sad.
Yeah,
That's so sad.
yeah, it's sad.
Oh God, where do you go to do it?
I've only done it one time. I don't have like a regular place. I'm not like, hey, Shirley,
Yeah,
do me
yeah.
that. You do it the way you did it last time.
Right.
It just was like the worst 30 minutes I've spent
Oh,
in
ow.
the past year.
Oh my God, I can't imagine how much that would hurt. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, my takeaway was that like if women are willing to do this to their undercarriage,
Yeah.
they really should be in charge.
Yep.
because
Yes.
that takes grit.
Yes.
That takes nerve.
Completely agree.
I was like, I want to cry. You know,
Yeah.
I keep doing things like I got a tattoo. I keep doing things that are really like tough,
Yes.
but I don't like it. Like, I'm just like, why am I doing this? This is insane. This is a crazy person.
Because
Which
essentially,
is true.
you're saying
Yeah, 'cause, like, oh my God, there's definitely something to unpack with that. That
Yeah.
you're like forcing yourself into these crazy, horrible, painful situations. Are you happy you got the tattoo though?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, I'm not happy with the location.
Is it your dick?
It's my butthole.
Is it Marmaduke back?
Nah, it's just a spider web.
spider web in your asshole.
It's just a spider web, and then the turd ends up being a spider
Yeah.
coming out of
Yeah.
the thread.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta go drop a spider, guys. I'll be right back.
That means you're really constipated.
Spider.
Hey guys,
That's your other nickname. Spider.
I've been some pig lately. You know what I mean?
Like we send you to the bathroom, like Zucker Miss
Woo!
Oh my God.
I feel high from laughing.
My stomach
That's
hurt
good.
so bad. I knew this shit was gonna happen tonight, dude.
Yeah, you make like brilliant, weird things come out of my mouth. Like some big. I'm actually proud of myself. I'm actually proud of myself that I connected the dots of famed children's book, Charlotte's Web. I connected a red string maniac thread
With
to a spider web on my asshole.
Evie White is like,
Yeah. She is. Is she alive?
he is long dead.
Okay. It's been my whole my life thinking a woman wrote that book.
Oh wait, a man wrote that?
Yeah,
Evie White was a man.
Evie White was a man.
Oh,
Wow.
Yep.
Well, this has been fun. I have to leave now. My whole life has been
I know.
I've been
overturned.
jerking off to Evie White my whole life, thinking it was a woman.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I need to go to therapy.
I just need to know who I'm jerking off to. It was a surprise. It's not gonna change anything. I'll still jerk off to it.
I'll
but
just stick
yeah,
to
I
the
just
pig
now
now.
need to know.
I'll just go back to the pig, I guess.
Like a loser.
Yeah, like a loser.
Like a loser.
Like a loser.
I'll just continue to be a pig fucker like a loser. Oh my God! One time I asked my best friend and I were riding with this hilarious guy one time. And we did roller derby together, and one of the guys that used to announce was just so funny. And I asked randomly, "What kind of shoes do you think a pig fucker would wear?" And without even thinking, he was like, cleats.
Cleats. Oh man,
Yikes.
cleats is good. I was gonna say muck boots.
But that's like what everybody would think.
But Mary, why do you need
Cleats
to wear
is-
cleats? You want to explain?
Because you
Because
gotta
this thing's trying to get away.
yeah, you gotta grip.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I do not endorse anything that just happened.
No, I don't either.
This
Don't
is-
write in PETA. Like, we don't.
No.
This is like just a pure brain dump journal
Yes.
entry, but of living human beings
I
talking
know.
to each other.
Yeah.
I know.
We don't endorse any of this.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm like. When I thought about doing this, I'm like, Andy, what if I'm just myself? Like, I'm
And
so
I said, perfect.
scared to just be myself. And this is what this is, and I don't know if I made the right choice.
I think you made the right choice. I think this is funny. I mean, we laughed.
Okay,
If it-
okay.
I don't know if anyone there
In TV
and
land.
that is gonna laugh, but I mean, I had fun. I'm having fun. I don't want to.
mean, what else would it be? Like you guys talking like super.
This is how it goes every time. This is
Yes,
just.
this is it.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
weird.
I mean,
it
but
goes on these
that's-
really weird tangents.
What are we gonna do? Like, do a 4-camera shoot of you guys talking intellectually about like fucking multiverse? Like, what you know?
Multiverse.
I mean, we can.
We can talk about the multiverse. How much do you know about it?
I mean, I don't know if I know about it. I just know my experience within it. And sometimes I have really vivid deja vu, and I'm like, oh, in another place, this is where like another me splits off.
I've thought that too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, I've thought that too. Like, or this was like something that happened to me in a previous life or something, and
Yeah.
I'm remembering it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like all those stony weird thoughts.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
yes.
weird.
But
Weird.
I love thinking about that stuff though.
Yeah.
I love.
I
it.
mean, you can think about it, but you can't like dwell on it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep. Yeah. It can freak you out if you think about it too much.
you have to be very selective of who you talk about it with. Like, I don't just like go to the grocery store and be like, "Hey, you think when you have deja vu, it's you splitting off into another fork of the multiverse?" People will be like, "Get away from me!" I mean, I've learned this is life experience. This is my learned.
So wait, this was a pickup line or? to
Yeah,
a
this was a
friend?
pickup line.
This is
I was
what a
like-
pickup line. It didn't work.
You know, to be honest, I mean, maybe I don't want to be in a date you if you don't want to talk about the multiverse.
I think that's a fine thing. I think
Yeah.
that's a fine line to
What do you
draw.
want to talk about?
I don't know. She sheds.
Oh God.
You
she
nailed
said.
it. You
Oh.
nailed it.
I
Oh.
can't stand that.
You want to talk about a
Fucking
she
sheds.
shed?
Oh, I hate that too. Oh.
The man cave and the she shed.
Yeah.
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 Oh my God.
Andy and I are not fans.
Well,
We're missing a shed from being in a she shed, though.
What do you think
Where
happens?
this is like outside of a she shed.
What happens in the she shed? What is supposed to be happening in
I
there?
don't like that. It just sounds like a riddle. Like, she shed, she shed.
She shells.
By the seashore.
Yeah.
I'm a she
I'm
shed
so
by the seashore.
scared that you were having like this is another like
Episode-
identity
yeah.
in your head that was coming out. I was like,
Could be.
oh my god,
Oh
this
God.
is
We have to call
Let's not rule
911.
anything out.
911. 911. Call it. Derek.
I got
Call
all
911.
scared. I was like, oh my god, this is a fully formed person. The she shed.
I mean, I just want everybody to know, okay, that the Bobby Pellegrino thing is kind of a put on, and this is actually me. This is the real me.
Oh,
This
please
is-
be the real you. Don't
I-
hide again.
Hi, my name's Robert. I was wondering if I could come over and I could talk to you about some selling towels. You know, I sell towels.
Oh my
You sell towels? No, I sell towels.
You for sure have headgear on when you're sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
It's like
headgear on.
it's like Wall Street, but like not cool.
Yeah. And slow down.
Actually, what I do is cooler than Wall Street.
Fuck yeah.
Wall Street sucks.
Yeah. Wall Street is. Yeah.
Do you ever go into work? Because I don't have like a highfalutin job. Like my job's not highfalutin, but I sometimes I dream of being what it's like to be highfalutin, and I always wanted to like slick my hair back and be like, greed is good.
I am actually at work. I am exactly Alec Baldwin in Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yes. Yay.
But just towels. Just talking about.
And those are all the prizes too.
Yeah.
If you win
Yeah.
the sales competition, just towels. And then you get fired or you get towels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying for.
I had a bunch of towels in the car. They came in handy today. I was all wet. And I had the towels there. You know, people laugh.
Is that part of like
People
the sales
laugh.
pitch? You're like, you know, sometimes
Sometimes you're
get
gonna
wet.
jump in the reservoir with your dog, and you don't want your seat to get wet because you showed up at a party with a wet ass last week. So you got a bunch of towel samples. You know, you gotta take them out for a test drive. You gotta
Oh my
just take them
God.
out.
Yeah.
You know.
What if have you ever thought about doing it like a sales pitch like this, like to make everyone feel like, hey, we're all human. Like, raise your hand if you've ever gotten wet.
Yeah.
Like, see, all of them up.
Stop talking right now. We're gonna table that for later because that is
There's something there.
there's something there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. There
My
you go.
whole thing is like I've been trying to film. I want to film like I did like a fake infomercial. I'm like really bad. Only have so
Yes.
much time.
Oh my God.
I love that idea.
Bobby, yes. Because your like on stage character is so like that. That would be so
It's me.
great. But like you
But
do this
it's
like
not.
little smarmy like voice with it and stuff. That would be fantastic, dude.
But it's like in the infomercial, I'm like, works on poop, works on soup.
That's great. That's great. Works on poop and works on soup. That's really
And
clever.
I'm just like, here's some poop, here's some soup.
Put them together. Ew. We're gonna smash them all together.
I dumped water all over myself, and I don't have a towel. This is so embarrassing. After all that,
You're
I'm
just
walking
covered
around
in
and
the poop and the saying that you still have a smile on your face. After
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's covered in shit.
yeah.
Oh God, that is a great idea.
Yeah, I only have so much time, and I have like
Why don't we go
bills.
to the multiverse?
Like,
Yeah, freaking bills.
I have rent and a mortgage. That's when you know you've made some good decisions in your life.
How?
Rent and a
How do you have a
mortgage.
rent and a mortgage? Oh, because you're moving.
Oh.
No, because I got thrown out of. I got thrown out of the house by a woman. No, obviously.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm so sorry.
Oh man, that sucks.
My house is far away.
Oh, no.
If it was close, we wouldn't have a problem.
Shit. I've also never heard someone say woman have the corner of their mouth like that before. A woman?
Specific. Well,
Dude,
that's
now
also,
you've got so much for stand-up. Remember how you said there was nothing to complain about?
Oh yeah, just
Holy shit!
just how ridiculous and cruel life is. I mean, there's always that factor. No matter if it is 100-degree weather in Vermont and you're by a cute swimming hole, there is the impending pressure that is the nightmare of your actual life to talk about. Yes. There is the
Yep.
horrible,
Totally.
horrible tragedies and forks taken in the road of life that have led you to some ridiculous places.
Yeah.
Andy was just saying that, like, we just got done, like,
Yes.
vacation, and we actually were, like, kind of, like, getting back into feeling normal again. And he's like, how do I keep this? I have to go back. How do I keep this?
I mean,
How do I keep this
there's-
feeling? Because
yeah.
everything else is shitty. Like, how do I keep this?
Yeah, there's got to be a way of like holding on to that I don't know.
the
that,
little reservoir moment with your
the
dog.
joy that you have for living life. Like
I hate to break it to you, Andy, but
there's no way. It's just I know, and
Here comes the anvil.
I knew that, and I knew that, and I know that now.
no, I mean life is beautiful. Like you just what the great part is like you really got to be disciplined
Yes.
in laughing at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
you could-
Yes.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so freaking true. Like
Yeah.
100%. Not a truer thing has ever been said in this basement.
If
Yeah.
you
Right
don't,
there.
it will
Holy
crush you.
shit,
Yeah,
that is
totally.
so freaking
Yeah.
true.
I love that. That's great. That's,
Oh my
yep,
God.
totally.
And that's true. Like the discipline part of that is so true. Because your brain is gonna naturally just go into like
Survival.
and
Ah.
everything sucks and put yourself in this box. But if you can superpower, because I do think that's a superpower to be able to laugh at just horrible shit.
Yeah.
Just horrible shit. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, if I can laugh, then it must not be that bad.
Yeah.
Is how I trick myself anyway.
You're alive.
Yeah, like I can
Yeah.
laugh at it. It's not hurting me as bad as I thought it
Yeah.
was going to.
It's weird. Like we all kind of have that sense, but it's very difficult to get back to that place sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. When we're by our lonesome, it's like harder to get
Yeah.
there. but then like you don't.
You said lonesome. And I was just
Lonesome.
like,
Why did I say that? In
Yeah.
our solitude, I should have said that. But like but then I don't know if you've experienced this. Like I'm experiencing it now, where you want to be like insular, and like you're just like I've got to like just be by myself like right now. But then you're like, but the thing that really makes me feel good is laughing with my friends.
yeah.
But I can't engage with that as much as I want to right now because I've got to take care of this whole other part of my brain.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if like you've ever like felt
I mean,
that.
I
It's like,
think
oh, that looks
all
so
the
much
time.
fun, but I can't right now. I can't do that right now.
No, never like that. Like it's more like now at least I like know when it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, like where I'm like, oh, I'm like isolating right now, and then
Yeah.
you know, like numbing out, and then I don't know, it just kind of like I just try and will myself
Yeah.
to like to show up to those things, and then I'm like, oh, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah, it's like going to the gym.
It's like that,
Yeah.
but like for sad people.
Just talking to people is like going to the gym
For sad people. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really true. Oh my god, it's so true.
Like just being around and being like, well, everyone hates me, so I'm glad I'm here. Everyone thinks I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, yeah.
This is cool. It's really like extreme sports. We're like, I'm out at the grocery store. This is crazy. Oh my god. Like just screaming. That's how we live life. We're just everything's an extreme sport in our head. It was like, oh my god, I'm buying broccoli. Am I buying broccoli right?
Oh my god.
Am I buying broccoli in the cool way? Is everybody gonna validate
Oh god.
how I'm buying broccoli and if I chose the right broccoli?
Oh my god, you're like in my head. That's me all the time.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
It's exhausting.
Wait till you have a mustache.
Oh god, I'm so
You gotta go in
excited.
public
It's
and you're
coming
like,
10 years.
oh man. Yes. I did have the mustache for like being around a lot of people, like weirded out. Like a great story was like last July 4th. Like I got high at the fireworks.
Oh,
And-
boy.
And then I was just like walking through the crowd, and like I just noticed like this huge. It was like Moses parting the Red Sea.
Oh, no.
Like there's this is like bubble forming around. And we're like, oh, everyone thinks I'm a cop right now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Because of the stash.
Yeah, because of this dad.
Yeah.
And like totally not really a cool person, but like kind of looks cool, like trying to be
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah,
they're like, this
yeah,
guy's got cop vibes.
Yep, yep, yep.
And a
Did
gut.
you lean into it? Yeah.
And a
you
big
had a
gut.
gut. Oh. I thought you said you
No,
had a
and then
gut.
I went and I leaned on a tree and I had a total spiritual moment.
Wow. You went on
That
a
sounds like an
journey that night.
eventful day.
It was.
That was
Alone.
a night
Oh my
of independence.
It
for
was
Bob.
beautiful. I don't know if anyone remembers last July 4th, but it was beautiful.
Yes,
and
it was. Yep.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like on the waterfront, and like this warm breeze was just blowing in my face, and I was leaning on this tree, and then the tree started to move, and then I started to move with the tree and the wind, and then there was like everybody in the crowd was like super positive vibes.
Oh, this
You know?
sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it was really great.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I had a manic downturn right after.
Someone
Yeah. Just like a trapdoor, like in Acme, like an Acme
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
trapdoor. And then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, well, now we're in the basement again. Fine. Now we're back buying broccoli, worried if people think we're a weirdo.
right.
There's a...
And then you're thinking thoughts like, this might be too like dark, but you're thinking thoughts like, well, you know, if someone hit me with a car right now, it wouldn't.
Do you know what's...
It had no fault of my own. Like, oops, it just happened.
Yeah.
Like, that wouldn't be so bad. Like,
Well,
I mean, I didn't do it.
yeah, I didn't do it. It wasn't
Yeah.
me. Can't send me to
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't my fault.
Well, I went
Oh
through
my
some. I
God.
went through some dark times last year, and it was like I've been telling this joke on stage, which people laugh at. It was like,
Oh God.
it's like I was just been talking about like how like when you're so depressed and you're going through such a hard time like that, you like have dark thoughts where you're like, well, maybe I'll just get cancer. And you're like, and then she'll have to feel bad for me, you know, like
Right.
it's like really. I say that people laugh. I'm like, wow, okay, I guess that worked. That's terrible.
Oh God.
What's wrong with you, audience?
Because everyone's probably been like, "Yep, I've thought that," or
Yeah.
I think that's why they're laughing is because I think the people that don't laugh at something like that, it's probably like.
They're in denial.
Yeah, they're in denial, or
Gonna-
maybe it just cuts like too close to home for them in that
Yeah.
moment. But like the people that laugh, like, have definitely thought that
Yeah.
or had moments about that.
Yeah, life's ridiculous.
Yeah, like
yeah.
life is crazy, and also you have these really weird thoughts that just
Yeah.
pop into your head, and sometimes they stay.
This is and then one of the darker moments of my depression last year. This was funny thing about life is like I went to the restaurant on Shelburne Road, and it was an Italian restaurant, and they're like, right this way, sir, here's your table. And I sit at the table, and right on the wall next to the table is a giant picture of the sad clown from the Italian opera.
Shit.
And I'm like,
Right.
oh my God. oh my God.
God.
I just literally just ate spaghetti until I felt better. And then ultimately felt worse.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Why would they have that on the wall?
I don't
Like,
know.
even if
Yeah.
you weren't depressed, that would
Yeah.
make you depressed.
Who wants
Jesus.
who
But,
wants to be
but
on
there was like
stage?
other opera people, you know?
Right.
There was like other, I don't know anything about opera, but there was definitely,
Yeah.
I mean, they could have just been family members, but they look like,
They look like opera
they look like,
people.
they look like opera people. I get the sad clown.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God.
What do opera people look like? Are they like crazy?
I don't know. I'm banned from the opera.
Yeah. Now they hate
That
you
is the
now.
start of a joke right there.
They hate you
I
now.
know, so I'm banned from the opera.
Yeah.
Apparently, they don't like it when you sing.
Yeah.
Go figure.
I'm standing there, I'm belting it out, crushing it. This fucking prick comes over. He's like, "Sir, you can't be singing along to the opera. People are paying." I'm like, "People are paying for this. They're getting this for free."
And then you know it just popped into my head that would be like right next to you. It's like,
No, it was
you're getting this for
close.
free.
Close.
Pull this
It was
out.
Nicolas Cage,
Yeah.
and he
Oh my
was
God.
actually getting into character
Of
for a
course he
role
was, because it's
as an
Nick Cage.
eagle stripper.
He would definitely do that part
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Oh
He
my
would have
God.
fun with it.
He would do it for 10 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dirt
because
cheap.
he's got so much tax money to pay
Yeah.
back or whatever it is.
He did that pig movie too. He did a pig movie.
Oh, I heard about the pig movie.
Yeah, I started watching it, but then I was like,
Does
It's
he just
too
like
close
love
to
his
home.
pig?
Too close to home.
I was
Your
like, this is
tattoo?
actually triggering.
Yeah.
You know the one everyone tells me to see of his that I still haven't seen yet is Mandy. Everyone's
I don't
like,
think I've seen
"Oh,
that.
you would love it." It's like something.
I'm
about...
not one of the Cage hardcores.
Oh,
Like,
you're
there's like
not?
a whole Cage. Like people are like, I want to see everything Nicolas Cage does, and I'm kind of like, I was like, poorest kid in the rich town.
Yes,
You know?
that's what we are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I like, well, I could be famous too if my whole family was Coppola's and made The Godfather.
Right, yes, right.
Yeah.
My uncle is Francis Ford Coppola. Maybe I'd have a better career.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I mean, not saying he's untalented, but I mean, like, come on.
Yeah,
This guy is born on third base, thinks he is a triple. You know what I mean? This is like, and I mean,
born on third base.
and he's kind of just rolling up with the overact. He's just rolling with it. He's just like, yeah, well, I really can't keep it subtle, so I might as well just go for it and make it my thing.
Yeah.
Like me.
The pause.
Oh, he's in my shadow. Damn it. Damn you, Carl Young. God damn it, now I gotta go apologize to Nick Cage. Oh my god, I thought you were really gonna leave. I thought you were really gonna leave.
Look, I'm done. I'm done here.
I don't want to go back to the pig and the dog and the eagle alone. Have 6 eyeballs. Well, the one eagle's from Vince, so 5.
Right. Oh yeah.
Five
eyes.
Staring at me while I'm eating a hot dog alone in an Airbnb that came furnished. And when I say came furnished, it was furnished with cum.
Yes.
People are disgusting. Don't move into an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Especially if they like
Like,
fish and chips.
You've all been to an Airbnb. You know what you do in there, and it is gross.
Oh, yeah.
That is my home now.
That is my.
For now. You know.
Yeah.
For now.
Oh man.
Don't have a roommate, though.
Do you have a roommate?
No.
No, just don't.
Yeah, I think in hindsight, though, I was like, I probably should have got a roommate. Spent a lot of time talking to the dog, the eagle, and the pig.
And the eagle. The eagle. All right, I think it's, we officially need to get Bobby an eagle.
Oh shit.
Oh, I thought
I
he's kicking
what
us
time
out.
it was. Bobby, we've kept you here for like an hour and a half.
I don't care. I had fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this
keep
is our
talking.
longest episode.
This is
But this one was so
an
freaking
hour
fun.
and 31 minutes.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch every second of it.
You're gonna be like, none of this is usable.
All of
No,
it
all
is.
of this is all of this is complete nonsense.
Our policy is that we don't edit. This is all. It's all switched.
So are you
How do
cool
we
with
block
that?
therapy people from seeing this? How do we keep this out of the hands of trained mental professionals?
Oh, right.
Like, how do and maybe people that work for the state, honestly, would love to let's just never show this to anyone.
They just slot in and grab us and pull
Yeah.
us out.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so vivid. What a vivid
Oh my
image.
God. That was
Just a
that's
bunch
what
of
would
people.
happen.
Just a bunch of people. We work for Nick Cage.
And we're mental health professionals.
Yeah.
And that's why Andy has like lured both of us in here to get us like out of here and
Yeah.
committed.
My
Oh,
fear
God,
is
yeah.
that I'm gonna wind up in some woman's mustache zoo in her basement.
Yeah.
Just gonna be me and a bunch of other,
Oh my god, what is a mustache?
just me and a bunch of other pervs with mustaches.
Yeah.
And then she walks by and she's like, too curly. I won't beat you today.
What the fuck? Oh my God.
Please tell me this is the first time someone said mustache zoo.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to talk about this mustache zoo on the stage.
Oh my God. It has to be the first time.
Oh my god, Bobby.
He died doing what he loved. Being locked in a mustache zoo.
Do you think they do like handlings during the day like they do at zoos? Like they feed you? in
Yeah.
front of
Oh, yeah.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hot dogs.
Like,
Yeah.
They come down like the mailbox. Sometimes she teases you with it.
you have to do little tricks with the
Yeah.
mustache.
Yeah, like a cat.
Yeah. It juggles. Oh god. All right, Bobby, we gotta end this shit now.
I know, I have a headache.
I do too.
My jaw
Yeah.
hurts like from
I
like.
know.
Oh, that's some good dopamine.
I knew this was gonna be freaking insane. I knew it. All right, well, Bobby, thank you for coming on the wrong side of the hedge. This was amazing.
Yeah, this was so fun. Anytime.
You'll come back?
We got a little serious and we got off track with all the nonsense that came out.
No, like I think it was good. Andy, do you think there was like a good ebb and flow?
I mean, the whole beauty of this is it's just talking.
Yeah,
It's not
we
like-
we were
We
like,
almost helped people though, and then we were like, nah, let's just get silly again.
because that's what we did.
Yeah.
We were like vulnerability.
Yeah, let's be
shut it
vulnerable and
away.
then let's just be like, well, we'll put mask on.
Yeah.
You don't want me to be this way.
Let's just mask up again.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's totally what happened.
I mean,
We were like really like pouring our hearts out, and then we were like, no,
fuck this.
disgusting.
We were looking at each other's eyes, going like, are you done? Are you
Yeah.
done? I don't know if you're done.
And there's like in the back there, there's like a Catholic priest and like a Mormon pastor, and they're like, nope, shut it down,
Yeah,
shut
yeah,
it
yeah.
down,
Yeah.
They're
shut
like
it down.
running down.
Be funny, be funny,
This is how you're valuable. Be
funny.
Make people feel good about
No,
themselves.
just like Monty Python. Just to bring it back to Monty Python, where we
Yeah.
started.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
nope, this is too serious.
Yeah.
Instead of too silly, this is too serious. We have to end this.
And now for something completely different.
Don't be a human being.
Yeah, don't feelings.
Be a robot. Be a joke robot.
Yes, be a robot.
I
Oh.
mean, I think I had a good flow. I
Alright.
think it had good moments. Good
Yeah, I mean,
metaphors.
I feel like I feel good.
I do too. Alright,
We all feel
let's shut
great.
this down.
We
so I can
laughed
wanna
hard.
talk
We laughed hard.
without this on us.
Come to
we
the
good?
Eagles Club. There might be some sexy eagles there. I'm not gonna say that they're birds or not. There could be.
Are they birds of prey or birds of getting laid?
Birds
Oh.
of, birds of lay.
Birds of lay.
Which would be the name of my strip club. That's
Oh,
just
I'll go.
Oh, I'll
just
go to that,
eagles.
yeah.
Andy like is really excited
Oh, fuck
about
yeah.
going there.
I
Oh,
can-
yeah?
I'm already
Oh, yeah.
frothing at the tip.
Yeah, Andy
Yeah.
loves saying that his dick
Frothing
is
at the tip.
frothing at the tip.
Ew. I think
Yeah.
you need a doctor. I think
gotta-
you need
gotta
a
ri-
doctor.
I
I got a dick like a rabid dog.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
Like
veiny.
I was
imagine me
wondering
running
into-
down the hallway with a huge heart on and my dick's frothing at the tip. He
Yeah.
says that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Well, good for you guys, I guess. Like, is that like fun? I mean,
I've heard that before, like frothing at the tip. You know?
I mean, it's fun that he always says it. Like I have yet to see it.
froth.
Froth? Come on. I've gotten.
I just, for some reason, the word froth makes my stomach froth into my throat, and I want to vomit
It is
everywhere.
It doesn't really froth. That's the thing. It kind of just.
Nope.
Stop! Stop! The priest! The
Bobby
priest!
Pellegrino has a line, and it's Dick Froth, who's a great football coach.
Dick froth.
Does that sound like a football coach? That
Yes.
he was like involved
Coach
in a
Froth.
scandal. Coach Froth arrested
Yeah. Yeah, it actually sounds like a real name.
for a pyramid scheme.
yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, we gotta shut.
Okay.
this
Goodbye.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye. Thanks for
On
having me
camera.
over.
Yeah.
Thanks for the crackers.
The crackers.
Thanks for the broken butthole. I already had one broken butthole. I didn't need a second one. You know, well, we're ending, but I don't know if I want to end on this, but it did make me think of, like, I had like a hemorrhoid for the first time.
Oh God,
Oh,
you were
no.
telling me about your
Yeah.
hemorrhoid.
Yeah, like all the moms. God bless you, because I know y'all got them.
But you're not sitting on a donut, so it must
No.
not be that bad.
It's not that
right
bad.
now.
Yeah, but it was like carrying around a grape,
Oh.
hands
ow.
free,
Oh. Okay.
like
Without having to clench.
some kind of frat hazing ritual.
Oh.
God.
You gotta move
Shove
the
the
grape
grape.
from this side to the other.
Oh. Oh.
Dick Froth made me do that.
He would. What a
I'm
jerk.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
What an
Sounds
asshole he
Okay.
is.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll keep going. So we probably gotta just.
I know
stop.
we gotta stop.
And it probably will keep going. But
Yes,
I,
we will.
You know.
All right,
anyway.
stop.
Stop.
Is it stopped?
We're gonna stop.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna stop.
All right, we're done. Bye.